Today we're diving into the world of oil painting and breaking down the process of creating a stunning face just using one captivating color, which is blue. I'm going to be creating a portion of the face, including the eyes and some part of the nose. So I just want to help some of you guys who are like getting into oil painting for the first time. So the first step I did is layering down the foundation. The journey begins with the foundation. I'm not saying the way I am going to be doing this process is the way you should do your process. If you have a different process, obviously you can do your own different process, but my process goes like this. First thing I do is sketch either on the paper or on the canvas, whatever I'm using. For this video I'm using a manila paper. So first thing I did was sketch my outlines on the piece of paper. The thinner the paint is, the easier it is to control. I know it sounds weird, but hear me out. When paint is thick, it's hard for it to blend. I don't know about you, but that's just my experience. That thing there of paint is gonna act as an undertone to the painting. One of the most important aspects in painting a realistic face using oil paint is how the shadows and highlights play in the painting itself. If your shadows are defined correctly, if your shadows and highlights are put in the place they are supposed to be put, you're gonna create a realism. That's what realism is all about. I first start with a thin coat of the same color I'm gonna be using, which is blue. I first start with the thin coat of that color. Obviously you can use whatever color you want in your painting. I then let that color dry just a little bit, just for maybe like 2 minutes or something like that. Not completely dry, but like just for it to lose that wetness a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then after that I get the same color and then I add a dash of black to it to make the color look a little bit darker. So that is how I transition into shadows. So I'm going to use quite literally the same color I used at first, but this time it's gonna be darker because I applied the shade of black, and then I use that color to blend things together, making it a little bit darker. And the more black I add to the same color, the more darker those shadows are going to be and going to appear. Same as highlights. When I'm adding highlights, I just add white on top of whatever highlights I want to put. So let's just say I want to create a highlight on the bridge of the nose. I'm going to get a pot of paint, of white paint, and I'm going to slowly apply it and blend using the brush, just like that. And then one important thing you need to know when blending colors, especially shadows and neutrals or whatever, when blending these things together, it's important to have a dry brush. So when you apply a coat of paint, a layer of paint or whatever on the paper, when you do that, it's important to get like a piece of cloth to remove the paint from the brush, so that the brush just remains without paint. You get what I'm saying? And then because you allowed your paint to dry a little bit, it's gonna be easy to transition with those shadows and whatever you're blending. So that's a good key a good key point to remember. And here you have it, painting a face in simple steps using the mesmerizing shades of blue. Whether you are a seasoned artist or just starting out, this process can be a rewarding adventure. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with fellow artists, and subscribe for more creative journeys. Keep painting, keep creating, and until the next time, happy painting.